Hello and welcome back. We got ourselves a game here against Daisy Gia from Poland. Welcome to the show. And a warm welcome to all of you who are joining to watch. I've had a very interesting video in this last week about Enigmatic, and it has garnered a lot of very interesting results in terms of the comments from all of you guys. So appreciate that very much, and keep it coming, keep it coming. As far as this game is concerned, we have a very standard, solid setup. Whenever you go B3, that's when the guy's trying to play solid. He's not trying to scuffle up too many feathers, just go for the long haul game, positional play. The key question emerges, is he ever going to play C5? Typically, if you play B3, you typically want to capture back with C4. Now, of course, we've got the big center dynamics to worry about. It's always hard to hold on to a big center. It's kind of like having a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, it's hard to hold on to it, right? Uh, I wouldn't know, but yeah. Sheesh. This comes in kind of annoyingly. Well, maybe it's not such a big deal. So big center, but easy to challenge the center. Any of these pawn breaks will immediately scuffle up the cards. And there is pressure down on the queen here. This knight is not really in the game, and the king definitely needs to get castled soon. I don't think I'm particularly worried about, yeah. Yeah, it's all pretty fine. Of course, this move comes in. That's also building up more pressure, but it seems like everything is just about held on to here. Still well supported. I did not expect this. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Hmm. Well, I think we got to go for it. Respect the excellence of that move and still play with the position that we have, which is playable, I think. I hope, but you have to be careful here not to get mated all of a sudden, which can also happen because he's building up pressure on here and could easily find yourself in no man's land. Maybe the rook up here defense seems solid enough and also builds a little bit of counter pressure along the G file. Continue building on that pressure. Hmm. Bishop here is interesting. What happens after this? Not such a great result after that. I could even consider getting the bishop in here and then sacking a bunch of pieces down there, but Neither quite hitting the spot. Queen here is also playable. Maybe that's the most enigmatic move. You have to know when you need to play an enigmatic move, and this is the kind of situation where you have to. You can't just play some bullshit move. You have to play something sharp that's in the spirit of the position. If it's a closed off, quiet game, then you can get away with a quiet positional move. But this situation calls for something different, and you have to sense that and play accordingly. Now the other ideas here. Yeah. This knight move here seems so off base, except he really wants to come in there, and he will come in there. But this move is pretty powerful too because it allows this queen threat, deep mate threat, which is also extremely daunting. And as much as pressure as he has on this, it ends up being something somewhat superficial in a way, one can argue. I think a good potential line for him is rook here and capture the bishop, and then win the pawn, something like that. Although I will actually take here first, so doesn't exactly work like that, but yeah, looks like our opponent is on the verge of a collapse. Yeah. Anyway, well, he can play with the queen there. I don't know. Maybe I didn't really do much here, but uh, probably we're gonna have to play bishop here, have a commanding positional edge on the position. We're still materially down, ironically. Many seconds down on the clock here. I think we've got to activate our rooks, or one rook, and also make sure that the king is not in any real danger of getting mated, and put a little bit of pressure on whatever you can. His bishop comes in pretty nice. I should have maybe played this first. Anyway, it doesn't matter at this point. It's an even. Oh, whatever. All right, good game, good game. Damn, I really must have busted my game accuracy there at the end, but let's have a look. 83 still, 88 for our opponent. Yeah, well, considering how crappy my last few moves were, I really don't mind. Don't mind. It's kind of like what people think Carlson did at the end of the Neiman game. They said, I don't really care. I'm just going to lose 5 games in a row because I'm the world champion. And, well, no one's like that, man. Nobody wants to play bad. Nobody wants to lose 5 games in a row for fun. And you couldn't even if you tried. You know, I've played with many players who are leagues below me. This is a brilliant move, by the way, and props to chess.com for recognizing that. Great sequence there. But we had a good, solid buckle down strategy, and I think this all went rather well. Till this blunder, it ultimately didn't do much. Bishop here would have been more, yeah. This doesn't do much because the knight defends that key square. So then at this point the game is just over. It's a lost game for white, but our opponent was a few miles too slow, and yeah. All right. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.